So I am going to go ahead and get us off. Today we are talking about, surprise, dementia. But this time we are talking about normal, not normal aging. So really trying to dig in a little bit to this thing of, could I, is the person I'm living with, is it my family, could it be this thing or something else? When we say normal or not normal aging, it doesn't necessarily always point to dementia. So today we're going to watch an interaction or a scenario. I guess not an interaction because I'm going to be doing it by myself. But there's going to be 2 phone calls. And one is normal aging and one is not normal aging. And we're going to kind of pick them apart a little bit, just like we would in one of our calls. And if you haven't seen this video, Teepa does it in Seeing It from the Other Side. I think, I'm not sure which part, sorry. I should know that, but I can't remember right now. But it's in Seeing It from the Other Side, and she does it on a lot of different pieces and components. Part 1. Thanks, Sean. So here is the scenario. I am sitting in my living room, and I am just sitting down after waking up, I'm reading my morning paper, and I go, ooh, I could really go for another cup of coffee. So I stand up, and I walk towards the kitchen, and on my way, ring, 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 ring. So, hello? Oh, hey, yeah, starts with a B. Betty, I knew that. I just took me an extra second. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, good. Oh, well, yeah, no, I'm not doing anything this afternoon. Well, the mall. Oh, yeah, that sounds great. Where do you want to meet? Yeah. Oh, down near Macy's. No. Oh, yeah. Now it's what is it now? Shoot. Well, it used to be Penny's. Now it's Macy's. Okay. All right. So we'll meet at Macy's. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, the chocolates. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll have the caramel ones, and you'll have those. What are those? The white flaky kind. You know what that is. The coconut. That's your favorite. You're right. Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, the pictures from the vacation. Ooh, I'll bring them. No, it's just, she's getting so fat in that bikini. You look great. You really look great. I am so excited to show them to you. We all look really happy. Yeah, we had a great time. Okay, yep. Oh, call Mary. Sure, yeah. All right, I'll see you there, 2:30. Okay, bye-bye. Now, what was I going to do? I was going to the kitchen, and I was, well, let me come back in here and let me sit back. Coffee. Okay, so let's pause. I'm going to stop sharing, and we're going to talk as a group. What happened there? So what are some things that you noticed?
You had trouble remembering Betty's name.
Betty's name, but when I heard it, it made sense. Oh, yeah, I knew it started with a B. I just couldn't quite. Trying to come up with a name that's not quite on the tip of my tongue, but almost there. Okay, what else?
Some other things took a second to realize what they were, think of, like the coconut or where are you going to meet.
All kind of confused. There was a bit of a delay, but I eventually got to the thing I was looking for. But sometimes she supplied it, sometimes I came up with it, but I was pretty close. What was my description of coconut?
The white flaky stuff.
The white flaky stuff. If you're talking about chocolates, it makes sense. All right. What else? What else did you notice?
You had to find things by what used to be there or where things were near.
Yeah, we all kind of live in this routine and this ritual, and when I can't find the thing, I had to really think. Macy's, shoot, is there a Macy's in the, Penny's is what I know it as. It's now a Macy's. That's been, 10 years ago, but it doesn't matter. My brain holds on to the thing that I know best in that years where my brain was working best. And so normal aging is that I base it on past history or routine. Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah, you really, you held back the phone when you
decided to say that she's fat in those pictures.
I not only held it back, I also covered it up so that she didn't hear. But what did I have to do that I maybe didn't used to have to do? I had to say it out loud. I couldn't just hold it in anymore. Whoa, she was fat. Before, I would have just thought it, and I could have filtered a little bit. But now I actually had to say it out loud. But I know enough to go over the phone. And now those of you that don't know what this is like a phone that you actually hold to your ear and your mouth, and you cover the mouthpiece. With an iPhone or something else now, that probably wouldn't even work. I'd have to be much more, I could mute. Probably that's what I should do now, mute. So what about the coffee? The whole setup of the thing. What happened when I tried to figure out what I was doing? I was in the middle of that, and then the phone rang. What happened?
You forgot what you were doing or what you had just been doing.
Yeah, and how did I get there? How did I get back to figuring it out?
You had
Retraced your
Where
steps.
where you came from.
You know, back to where I came. I retraced my steps. I thought about it a little bit, talked it through out loud. Those are all healthy coping strategies to try to figure out what the heck I was doing there. And what we talk about in PAC is thresholds are really important. So if I want to go home, sometimes taking me outside and bringing me back inside can make all the difference in the world. Now, maybe that doesn't solve the problem, but sometimes crossing a threshold can do something. So how many things can we hold on to? Normal aging, healthy brains, how many things could I hold on to? What do you guys know is our number? 5 to 8, 5 to 8. So let's go through them and see how many things was I trying to hold on to. Number 1, coffee.
Coffee.
Number 2, what happened?
Betty's name.
Betty's name, the phone rang. Then what?
chocolate or Macy's.
Chocolate.
Well,
Macy's.
We
meat
don't
in
have
the
to go into it.
afternoon.
That's all right, Macy's.
Macy's.
Time to
Chocolate.
meet.
The
Time to meet at the mall.
Pictures.
Pictures from vacation.
the vacation pictures.
Call Mary.
Call Mary.
You also had to see what you liked too for the chocolates.
I had to think of the types of chocolates, and not there wasn't just 1 or 2. And what happened when I got to 8? And normal aging, is it always 8?
5 to 8.
5 to 8.
5 to 8. So I hit to 7 and maybe 8. And what happened to coffee?
Went
Right
out.
out the window. So that's normal aging. So everybody take a deep breath. If this has happened to you, that's normal aging. Get used to it. It's going to get more advanced over time because guess what? You keep aging. That's part of life. So healthy brains, we know, can manage 5 to 8, maybe less, maybe 5. And when you're stressed, 3 or 2, right? Because it's just we can only handle what we can handle. So brains that live in stress are consistently working harder and more susceptible to other things happening. So what does that look like when other things are happening, when it's not normal aging? Now notice I'm not saying dementia. So same scenario. Ready? Here we go. Just woke up, sat down, read my paper. Could really go for a cup of coffee. I walked to the kitchen. On the way, ring, ring. Hello? Oh, hey. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, yeah, of course I knew that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not doing anything today. Oh, sure. I'd love to go to the mall. Mm-hmm. Where did you want to meet? Macy's? No, I'm pretty sure there's no Macy's in that one. You're talking about the Croc Creek Mall. No, that's a Penny's in there where we normally meet. Well, I'm not sure why you're getting so angry. I'm just trying to tell you well, how am I supposed to meet you if I can't even find the spot? Fine, the men's department at Penny's. I will meet you there. What time? 2:30. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the chocolates. Yeah. I like those caramel kind, and you like those, what's the brown hairy ball kind? What Well, no, that's not. Why are you getting so ornery today? What on earth? The brown hairy ball kind. My goodness. Well, I will bring the pictures. Yeah, the pictures, the vacation ones. Boy, oh boy, you are not going to like how you look in them. Mm-mm. No. I'm not being judgy. I'm just saying you are getting fat. It shows. It's all right. It's probably the chocolates. Do you want to not do the chocolates this time? Okay. Well, I'm not sure if we should meet if you're in such a bad mood already. Well, Mary, yeah, I could call Mary. I'd like to see her today. I haven't seen her in forever. No, y'all weren't here yesterday. No, I've been here all alone and I'm bored. Whew. All right. Well, I will see you later, I guess. 2:30. Pennies. Yep. All right. Bye-bye. Well, I better get out and do my shopping before I get too late in the day. Time. Okay. What'd you notice?
Where'd the coffee go?
Oh, coffee. Way out. Not even out the window so much as not even a blip on the radar anymore. What else did you notice?
Honey, you had no filter at all. There was no holding the phone or covering it up.
So the things I thought were the things I said, and why was she getting so upset about it?
And you never addressed her by name. You just called her sweetheart.
Oh, so I've developed a couple workarounds because the words are getting really hard. Yeah.
And even when it sounded like she may have supplied one of the words for you, when you said big brown hairy balls, which is an interesting turn of phrase, I'm guessing she probably sounded that you mean the coconut kind. That wasn't something that even resonated with
Word didn't register, but my brain was holding on to what is so white flaky stuff makes a lot more sense with chocolate. Brown hairy balls, not so much. But if you think about what the outside of a coconut looks like, oh, it's a brown, kind of hairy looking ball. Not the most appetizing chocolate ingredient that I've ever heard of. But what else did we notice? Was I at 5 to 8? Was I using sort of old habits and things to base new information on?
Oh yeah, there was a big discussion about the pennies.
Was I able to base any new information, or was it just, no, this is the way it is?
The way it is.
Whew. How's that going to go if I actually do, in some grand stretch of my imagination, make it there at 2:30? What's going to happen?
You're going to be lost because there's no pennies.
There's no pennies there. I'm going to find a Macy's and go, what the heck? I guess I'm not what am I even doing? I might get lost and keep driving and driving and driving.
Definitely won't bring the pictures.
I definitely won't have the pictures. If I do make it there, and now I've started this relationship. So how many people living with brain change, not normal aging, brain change, are feeling pretty frustrated? And how many are feeling like everybody's frustrated with them? And why? I'm not doing anything wrong. Did I mean to hurt Betty's feelings? No, my brain isn't filtering that prefrontal. Everybody touch your prefrontal cortex. It's not doing its job. And yet I still really want to be with you. But we might need to really think about, these are some changes that are fairly noticeable differences from the first situation. So what I wanted to show you, I'm going to go ahead and shift gears a little bit. So that was a scenario that we often do in our trainings. We do those, yeah, Shelley.
Yeah, a question that was asked on Facebook is, at this point, should she be driving?
Ooh, great question. And who's to judge that and who's to decide that?
Oh.
Tough situation. And it depends, really. I mean, the answer is, when you know one person living with dementia, right? You know one person living with dementia. Can we make a decision that's a blanket decision for every person who's living with dementia? What Teepa's talking about in the mornings and with our Let's Talk group, which is people living with dementia, is really starting to dig into those questions of Who would you want as your healthcare power of attorney? When would you want to give up your keys? When do you think it's appropriate for this to happen? Because what's one of the most valued pieces of our life? It's our independence. And if we're taking away someone's independence, it's a tightrope walk to figure out how do we do this together instead of me putting it on you. Yeah, really tough question and really good question, but one that takes a lot more digging. Speaking of digging, that driving under the influence is something that TIPA's done a few webinars on, and we'll be getting it into this TIPA Eclipse service. The first 2 weeks are free if you want to check it out. Our mentors are chipping away at the list of over 75 webinars that TIPA's done over the last 5 years. And we're breaking them apart and breaking them into little tiny questions so that you can get some of those questions answered. And that driving one is on the list. So hopefully we'll get to it soon and we'll make sure it's part of the clips. You can do sort of the basic subscription, which is 10 little mini clips, and that's $2.99 every month, or you can do the bigger subscription. But either of them are free for the first 2 weeks. You can try it out. The one that I did is normal, not normal aging, where TIPA goes through and digs in a little bit to some of those questions. What's normal aging and what's not? What are the key signs or symptoms for dementia? Because we just talked about normal and not normal. What do some of the different dementias look like, and what can we do to help? And then she really digs in a little bit to the parts of the brain that are changing for normal versus not normal. And she answers a lot of questions. And so, again, I'm not going to go through these in detail, but I just wanted you to get a little taste. In between each of these slides, TIPA does a lot of sharing and role play and talking in each of her webinars. And so this is just a little taste of one of the webinars that we've done out of the, like I said, over 75. And there's always a to-do. There's always an apply. So that's it for today. We're just digging in a little bit to one of our newer offerings. If you want to connect with us, we've got free consults that happen. And if you've got really good questions that you want to throw out to TIPA herself, she's doing Ask TIPA Anything tonight for free on Facebook right here at 7 o'clock Eastern. So,
Amanda, don't forget to share about those care partner skill sessions.
Oh, yeah, we've got great care partner skill sessions for families. 2 hours. It's a problem solving session. Bring us your problem and she will help you solve it and make you practice something so that you can actually make a change in your life for the better. We've had just the best response to them. And then for our professional ones, we've actually got some CEs approved. So if you're in nursing or social work or a nursing home administrator and you'd like some extra hours, 2 hours of credits right there, bing, bang, boom, and you get something practical to take away with you too. So thanks, Catherine. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great afternoon.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to help us spread TIPA's positive approach message around the world. And don't forget to click the bell to get notified when new videos are posted.